the solar flare info that the quakes really start to pick up happened before April 11th. Everybody knows what happened April 11th, 8.6, 8.9 Indonesia. And a lot of other big quakes, 7.1 Mexico, all over the place, worldwide. I'm expecting things to pick up. I just got home from work, looked at the map. It seems things have already started. If you look at these 4s and 5s, I mean, this one right here, strange location. The usual swarm in Turkey continues. Just had a small 2.0 in Montana. It's Wyoming, Montana area has been getting a lot more activity, same as Washington State. And where I am, Vancouver, this Vancouver Island area really starting to become worrisome. Half the ones they report, the other half they don't bother. The ones that I had documented were larger than the ones they actually reported. Actually, I've made some videos on that. You guys can check that out if you want. We got to be really on our toes this next couple of days. The solar wind speed right now is just around 300. I think that's going to pick up though with or maybe it won't actually. I don't know. We don't really know if this solar flare business is real or it's something else altogether. Friend of mine I've been following for a while now who has come up with a theory of when Earth's magnetic field gets repelled by charged particles. He's proven it a number of times. His name on YouTube's the United Knowledge. He's got some pretty good information actually. He has come out with a new warning for the next couple days. He's been right 5 times in a row, guys. This guy's no joke. He knows what he's talking about. Here's a picture of the magnetosphere getting repelled. You can see it twisting and going in different directions here. This guy, United Knowledge. Lance, keep it up, bro. You're doing a good job, man. I don't necessarily agree 100% yet on what is causing it, where these charged particles are coming from, but he has for 100% fact proven it's not coming from the sun. So if it ain't come from the sun, where is it coming from? There's a number of different theories I'm looking into on this. I haven't really been able to peg anything down yet. But me and this guy talked quite a bit. He warned me yesterday about this latest round. He actually told me about this happening before NASA released that update about the solar flare. So once again, this kid is on the ball. I suggest you guys check him out on YouTube. His videos are pretty, people have different views on him, and he'll always reply to your comments, and his mind's made up. Mine maybe not so much, but there's no denying the fact that these particles are twisting the magnetosphere, and you know what? After that happens, Earth starts to get a bunch of quakes. That's it. It's been proven. You can see just in the last 4 hours here, this is definitely picking up compared to, say, this. Not really going to give any locations, but if I'm going to watch a couple, going to have to be Japan, South China, and once again Indonesia. A little bit more action over here in Tonga and Fiji, this Mexico region here. I'm, for some reason, thinking Dominican Puerto Rico might be on high alert. Chile, Peru. I mean, really, what am I? I'm basically naming every place in the globe here. This is no real stretch. But if anywhere my number one concerns are Indonesia, Japan, South China, Vancouver Island, Oregon. For some reason, I just get a feeling that sucker's just going to go Cascadia. Let's pray it doesn't. That's where I am. I don't really need a tsunami right now. I got enough fucking headaches. Let's take a look here. X-quake map. You can see things picking up. I only got 4s and 5s on here right now, I believe. Hawaii's had a couple interesting ones this last week too. They had a 3.2 the other day. I don't know if that's magma related or what's going on there, but Hawaii's always at risk with that volcanic and seismic activity. Alaska, a little bit. Kuril Islands over here. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. Definitely going to have to be aware this next couple days. His forecast was almost 48 hours ago now, and usually between 48 and 72 hours after those particles hit the magnetosphere of planet Earth, we really start to get the quakes. Now, maybe it's already started here, I don't know. All I do know is before the 8s in Indonesia, we did start to get something that looked very similar to this. You know, we got some 4s and some 5s, and then boom, and everybody knows what happened April 11th. That day was just insane. So check this guy out on YouTube, The United Knowledge on YouTube. He's got some, you know, I mean, he's got some good stuff, man. I've argued with this guy like a lot, and you know what? He's just keeps his predictions keep coming true. That's it. Here's one of his videos right here. The guy's info second to none. That's all I can say. You know, I can't argue that fact. We just don't agree completely on where these particles are coming from. But like he says, if not the sun, then where from? You know, I mean, Planet X. I really don't know, man. I really don't know. I really hope he is wrong there. But this, you could see right here, the other day, looks like May 5th. Big influx of particles there. This data just, I mean, this data is just unbelievable. If you really get into this, I've studied this for a few hours, and honestly, it almost looks like a data error. Suspicious Observers was mentioning that too. Me and him were talking about the reversal that day. We got into it a little bit, but he's a good guy. He knows his stuff. So, my friends, definitely got to keep an eye out these next couple days for sure. I'm thinking Indonesia's going to get something again. I'm praying New Zealand doesn't. Like I told you, a good friend of mine's down there right now. I just told her to keep her heads up and keep her phone on, because if I text her, that means get to high ground. Mexico, West Coast, Vancouver Island, where I am. I'm praying it doesn't go, but this sucker is just so active, and the fact that they're not reporting a lot of those quakes really has me wondering, like, what is going on? Why aren't they reporting those? You know, is there something going on here we don't know, but they do? I mean, it's definitely something to keep an eye on. We got to keep an eye on it. So, worldwide watch alert, I'd say till the 10th. We're going to definitely get a 7. I'm hoping we don't get an 8. But I would guarantee at 100% we're going to get a 7 somewhere. Hopefully the USGS data is correct. They don't downgrade these things. 7s to low 6s and whatnot. I mean, this is just becoming a problem now. This area in here, like I said, this old craton that goes like this and wraps up like a horseshoe here. I don't know if pressure is building from South America, pushing up on Central America, and then in turn causing some activity in here. That's one theory I've been looking at. Dutch Sense was talking about that himself too. But there's definitely a little bit more activity in here, even in the Nevada and New Mexico regions. Mexico, as we know, there's tons of pressure getting here. It's one after the other here. Gulf of California, coast of Mexico. I think Colombia and Peru too. You know, Peru, Venezuela, something down here too. We gotta watch. Puerto Rico's been really active lately. Be aware, people. Stay on your toes. Like I always say, try and watch those seismos, because you know what? We can't rely on the data these guys give us these days. Watch your seismos. You know what? Just be ready for anything. Get some supplies on hand. It doesn't take much. Get some water on hand. You don't got to go crazy on a full survival gear, but you know what? Why not? Get some first aid supplies, have some water, have some stored food. I mean, what's the worst case scenario? You got some extra stuff for camping, right? That's the way I look at it. Anyways, people, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. God bless. Peace.